And, we know that the proliferation rather of illegal guns is a problem, especially in the Western Cape. It's a gang-infested province, and police investigations showing that these guns were destined for that particular province from here in Gauteng. Will these arrests probably make sure that we find more of what's denting these two provinces? It seems criminally these provinces are very heavily linked.
I mean, they are, and we've seen this linkages between not only in terms of firearms, but in terms of narcotics, drugs. The kind of issue here is they seize 30 weapons. Most of them are handguns. I think the important point is to finding out how these individuals source those weapons, because we do know there are ways in which these happen. They're either stolen from licensed firearm holders, or you see corruption in police, or stolen from private security companies, or sometimes weapons are brought across the border. But most of them are sourced internally, and the only way we can really get a handle on this is if we kind of focus on the sources, but also on how they are being targeted and the nature of this organization.
Yeah. Doc, we're seeing more, for instance, in Gauteng, just another story I wanted to mention. This DJ Somebody murder, driving from a club here in Johannesburg, shot several times by gunmen on either side of his vehicle, with his security guards in there. Months later, almost a year in fact, someone's arrested, and then suddenly we find out that there are guns that have been found, and these guns are now, being linked to 4 other murders of other well-known people in other townships or in South Africa, etc. How much does it take to actually investigate and crack things in the criminal underworld?
Well, I mean, some of these cases have taken years because you have to follow the cases. I mean, if we just really look at firearms forensics, there is, with firearms, there is a better degree of forensic evidence than you may have in other types of crime, because you have kind of ballistics that come from firearms. So, for example, a round is discharged from a firearm barrel, and if that round is found at a crime scene when someone's body is injured or killed, you can then take that particular round and see if you can match it to a ballistics fingerprint that might be on the system. So if you've got that ballistics evidence, and you can then obviously find people in possession of those firearms, then you stand a much better chance of securing convictions.